based. We're talking about in line with your circadian rhythm and eating in a way that helps to support the natural processes that the body goes through within the 24-hour period. The detoxification, right? The digestion, the assimilation, and so eating in a way that supports that, right? And so we're focusing on fruits and juices in the first part of the day, then moving into
Your
and then
heavier meal.
exact. And over the
Hmm.
28-day period, from a food perspective, we're guiding you to get introduced, to be open, to learn. You have 40 plus recipes that you have there, and an ingredient list, guidance on where to find these things. So you have all of that. And then there's also the mind, the spirit, the heart, the home, support and environment and education. So that again, we have to take it from a holistic approach. You could eat all the good food you want, but if you stress out, if you ain't sleeping, getting quality sleep, right? If you're not nurturing, or your environments are not nurturing you, because all of that plays a
If
part.
the aura is off, the energy is off.
Absolutely.
Yep,
All of that plays a part. And so
sure.
it's really a holistic program that helps people to to be introduced, to become accustomed. It gets them into a rhythm of eating. There's a food, an eating schedule as well. So the schedule itself is very intentional to help people to, again, the habit of training themselves to eat a particular way,
Hmm.
to increase their nutritional intake based on the whole foods, and they're encouraged to eliminate or take a break, give your body a rest
Hmm.
from those foods that we know cause inflammation, the high saturated foods, the fried foods, the dairy, the cheeses, those kinds of things for the time period, even if that's not your goal at the end of the day, 100%.
Ultimately, right.
But give your body a rest
Hmm.
to allow it to rejuvenate, to reboot. And during that time, guaranteed, if you follow the plan that's been provided, you will see change, improvement. I've had people say, listen, I've tried so many things, and for the first time, this has worked. I've lost weight. I can see it in my skin. I'm
Yeah.
sleeping better. And it's simply because you are allowing the body, helping the body to do its job, you know?
Wow. So for people that are so intrigued by all of what you've said today, how do they find you? How do they become a part? How do they get this information?
Well, the fourth cycle of the What's Fueling You program starts on the 18th of February. So that's next Friday. So next Friday is when we actually begin the 28-day cycle. You can find me on Instagram at Seedlings Place, at Seedlings Place. And if you go to the link in the bio, you'll see the link to the registration page, which provides all of the information on the program. This week, only until Friday, I've extended what I call my birthday discount, a 25% discount until this Friday. And so you want to take advantage of that as well. I'm also on Facebook, Seedlings Place on Facebook as well. And you're free to call me or WhatsApp me, 376 1213. 376 1213. Send me a message now. I'll send the link directly to you. You can email me as well, at info at seedlingsplace.com. Again, the
Found it.
number is 376 1213. And as I said earlier, and Tony Robbins, he talks about it all the time. And you really want to make change, or when you make a decision, the best thing to do is to take an action right away before you change your mind, before
Hmm.
something distracts you. Because oftentimes when we don't do it right away, we don't come back to it. And so if this is something that there's a seed being planted, it's sparking you, and you are in a space of your life where you want to make change. You've been wanting to do it, you've tried it, maybe you failed, maybe you need a reboot, maybe you are
Need
suffering
group
from some
support.
ailments,
Hmm.
and you want to do something to help to improve it, and in some cases reverse it. I know doctors don't like when we say that, but that too has been documented, that we can
Sure.
get rid of these things.
Sure.
So make the decision before something else takes you away from what it is that you want for yourself.
You have kids?
I have four. My oldest is 19 and my youngest is 8, and then there's a 15 and a 13-year-old in the middle there.
So how do you fuel them?
They listen, they have been vegan since birth. And so, it's been, again, an intentional sacrifice. And why do I say that? And I just had this conversation to remind them the other day. And I said to my children, do you realize that for me, my decision to ensure that you all had the best opportunity at health, not just today, but in the long term,
That's right.
I would get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to
To
cook
meal prep.
their food,
Oh, to cook.
to prepare their food. And in terms of baby food, for example, I pureed their food. We very rarely ever bought baby food. I breastfed. So that was my lifestyle. Those are the decisions that I decided to make because it was that important to me. I made the transition initially for my health. Then it became
An
all about the
extension,
children,
of course.
all about the children. I wanted to ensure that I was giving them the best chance. Why? Because I had done the research and I understood what I was doing because it starts from not I was going to say from the cradle,
Yeah,
but
but
from
from
the
the womb,
womb.
sure. How has it been for them in school? I'm just trying to compare
Yeah,
notes. In
it hasn't always been easy, meaning they have been teased
okay,
a lot of questions,
sure.
and they've had to, some there was in the earlier stages some embarrassment because they're different, and that's
Everybody else eating
exactly,
sausage and they.
exactly. And of course, I in the beginning, my family would say, "Well, why are you depriving those children, and why are you not giving them this?" And well, I fed you that, and da, da, da,
It
da."
ain't kill you.
Exactly. And so
Not
you would
yet.
exactly, so you would hear all of those things,
That's so
and in the
funny.
beginning, it's difficult to quote unquote
Stand your
convince
ground,
people.
and you have to stand your
And
ground.
I want to, and so as I've been there and I've done that, I want to tell people, don't try to convince anybody of anything.
It's like religion.
Don't exactly,
You
don't
know,
try to convince and don't argue when, because you will have people, one, they don't understand. They do care about you though, and so because they don't understand, they just want to make sure that you're making the right decision. And so lovingly, just respond that this is my decision. I think it's the best one for me and my
and
family,
I
and
want you to
that's what I
respect that.
want to do.
Yeah.
Be okay with when they ask questions, when you know it's coming from a genuine place, and arm yourself as best as you can with the information, so when questions are asked, you're able to answer. And even if you can't answer, you rest on the confidence of your decision and
Absolutely.
know that within your soul, you know this is right for you and for your family, and whatever that looks like. It may not be 100% or exactly what I did,
Ah,
but if you know you are making different decisions in
from the
terms of the
norm or
food and
from the
lifestyle
crowd.
from
Sure.
what you were raised with
Sure.
or from the majority, but you know within yourself, based on what you've researched, that it's the best thing, and you are, doing it in a balanced way, etc., then stand on the confidence of that and don't be swayed. Because guess what? I'm here to tell you, 20 years later, 50 years old with 4 children, that it pays off. And
Agree.
proof will be in the pudding
That's
at
right.
the end of the day. So those friends and family members who meant well, but now can look at me and my children, and they have, many of them have adjusted and shifted on their own just
Good.
because of being around it and being
Good.
influenced, because again, the proof is in the pudding.
Boy, listen to me. Thank you so much. I want you to give them that IG information once again, to
Absolutely.
take full advantage of the 25% off, the discount that expires on the 11th.
Yes. And so again, IG, Instagram, you can find us. And please take a moment and share, comment at Seedlings Place, Seedlings Place, at Seedlings Place. We're also on Facebook, Seedlings Place BAH, Seedlings Place BAH. And again, feel free to send me a WhatsApp. I'll be very happy to send you the link directly. That's 376-1213.
One other question. Do you teach cooking?
I have. We've had many cooking classes. I've taught culinary in the school out of Kefren as well. So, we've been able to avail the students to that. We've hosted many cooking classes in the past. I haven't done one in a long time. And I'm actually trying to turn it over to my daughter now. She's 15. She's been in the Young Chef competition twice. She won the first, the
Oh,
New
wow.
Providence leg, the both times. And she came third in the first one. And then last year, she came fifth. And so she
At 15.
is great in the kitchen. And so I'm trying to turn that over to her to do some cooking classes with me. But she's getting ready to graduate and go off to culinary school, actually. She wants to start with that.
Absolutely.
But yes, absolutely. That is a part of the journey in helping people as well. I like to do it though through partnerships and bringing other vegan chefs in the kitchen as well, because it's a more fun experience. One of the things that I love to say is you got two mandatory ingredients in the kitchen is love and joy. So be happy
Aw.
when you go in there and enjoy the process.
My dear, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to
Yes,
more conversations with you.
absolutely.
Folks, y'all know what to do. The man is in the booth. Your drive at 5 comes your way right at the top of the hour. DJ AI and myself right here on your hit station. We're Star 106 Hits. Yes, ma'am.